morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Tings. Now I'm here in King Street, St. Michael, the city, where I am by a property known as the Hamlet. Now this property belongs to a lady by the name of Miss Griffith, and she has left this property. She had dictated that this property be left for her daughter, okay, who is alive, obviously. You understand? But an offer was made to her to buy the property by some Indians. She refused because she wants the property for her daughter. Now what's happened is that I'm seeing some kind of intimidation tactics being used. And she herself has complained. I've been to town country planning and I've been to the land registry to look and see what's happening, because the property right next to hers is being utilized. But you can see there's a container on it, and there's a tank and stuff, chairs, etc. And you're seeing like garbage cans and garbage and stuff right here next to it. And right down the back by her gate, there's some garbage collection, garbage being accrued there, right? And if you look, you will notice that some poles were put right next to her property. Now I know that when you have property, there's a certain amount of footage you have which you are allowed to utilize. And I don't think that anybody would allow anybody to build a gate right onto a person's window. I know that. Anyway, I have the name of the owner of the property in my hand right here. You can see this. This is from the Barbados Revenue Authority. And I have the name of the owner. As you can see, the location is King Street, St. Michael. And the owner's name is Mayor Harding. Alright? Now I don't know if Mayor Harding give anybody permission. But from my knowledge, no, she hasn't given anybody permission to utilize her property. But it looks to me as if these people have just started to use the property without her permission, without her family's permission, and have decided to make it their own. Now, if you remember, I would have shared a video a couple weeks ago with a guy just in the street behind the street, where he saw an old house, dilapidated there for a long period of time, and what he did is he started to make some renovations to it and stuff. And for some reason, a group of people decided that he's not entitled to that. And you saw the police came and made him take off the window, the door, the roof, everything that he had built and put onto the property. They came and made him take them off. So it looks as if only certain people are allowed to have land. Certain people believe that we as Barbadians, the black Barbadians, are cockroaches in our own property, and we are not entitled to have property. Now they told you this property, as you remember, this container was the subject of a police search not too long ago. So the people have asked that this lady be careful, because something might be placed into her property. So if you're hearing dogs barking, it's because she has dogs. Now if you look here, you'll see garbage cans. Now these garbage cans don't belong to her because she doesn't reside here. She lives somewhere else. But these garbage cans belong actually to over the other side of the road. So people now are placing the garbage right by her property. Right here is where the garbage is. You see it's on her property? Right here. They're putting garbage from over on another side. Another apartment owned by a gentleman of Indian descent is going right here onto her property. And their garbage cans, which should be kept over there, are now over here. You understand? I find that a lot of intimidation tactics are being used here. But anyway, we've spoken to somebody at the town country planning, and we were assured that something was being done. As a matter of fact, there's a gentleman by the name of Mr. Walker, who's a supervisor, who seems to be dragging his feet as far as this is concerned. I don't know what is happening, but he's been given certain instructions, and he's been given a report. So we're watching to see what is being done. But people, please, do not allow this to happen in Barbados. Do not allow these people to come and use intimidation tactics on our own. Please do not allow them to do this. Alright? This is bad. And the same way they could do this with a black man and stop him from trying to use a piece of land that wasn't being used. Look at this. They're entitled to do this. To come and use land as they like. Come on, man. To come and use it and appropriate it to their own uses. This isn't right. This is not right at all. and these people are being subjected to intimidation and subtle threats, etc. This isn't right. All right. Anyway, let's work on it. All right. Let's see what we can do relevant to this, and we will continue, please. All right. Anyway, everyone, this is Sakar. This is Come On Things. Keep your spirits up. Keep your tempers down. And remember, please, to do something good for someone today. All right. I'm out.